I love you. I may not understand you, but I love you. I honestly think we should start to normalize allowing space for people to believe what they want to believe, because at the end of the day, everybody has their own perception, and we can lovingly decide to separate and take a step back and still forgive people for the things that they've done. And yes, sometimes the things that they've done are, very aggressive, sometimes violent, sometimes very abusive. But holding on to that energy is also what carries it within you. And there is a certain level of forgiveness that you have to give. Not only, you don't have to, it's a choice that you can give to yourself and to the other person so that you can lovingly move on and heal from a situation. Regardless of whether it's your partner or a ex-partner, a family member, a friendship. And I think that's something that we as a people should really understand, and allow the space for people to do, and just say, I cut cords and all ties with this conversation, with this relationship. And we don't always have to react impulsively to what other people say, because at the end of the day, it is truly just a reflection. Everything is a mirror. Every person that you experience in your life is a mirror of you. And that could be a positive mirror, okay, where you admire something within somebody else because it's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Or it can be a darker depiction of what you're experiencing. And you also have to understand that people will believe whatever they want to believe. That is what cognitive dissonance is because everybody has a different perception. Everybody has a different reality. And that's why it's the saying where it's like two truths can exist at one time, and also the belief that one person can believe something, two, and the other person can wholeheartedly disagree. And I think that's the beauty about us as humans coming together to connect, is that we can't fight hate with hate. We can't fight anger with anger. You can, but it never ends up being peaceful or amicable or regulated. And so oftentimes I come to the conclusion that when certain relationships have to end, or when certain things have to come up within our lives in order to heal them, we have to understand that if we want the loop to stop, we have to deal with these situations as they come and allow space to understand if we can. And if we can't, we can also say, I love you, but I don't understand. I don't understand, but I still love you. And that's what unconditional love is. And when you start to operate in this way, it allows you space to be free of what other people have done to you. And it allows you to continue to love people without feeling like you have to kind of step away from everyone and go into hermit mode all the time. Because we're not meant to be alone. No matter how high or how resonant your frequency is, you're meant to be in community with certain people. And if we don't heal these relationships and these wounds and these triggers, 353 as I'm saying that, we're not able to transmute. We're not able to alchemize it. We're not able to experience something new because we stay in that karmatic cycle. 404 as I'm saying that. So start normalizing, I love you. I may not understand you, but I love you. Because I honestly, personally, when you start to see people from a certain eye and a certain perspective, you start to realize that some people's perspective is clouded at times, and it may not inherently be their fault, because again, I know, that's, up for debate personally, but in my opinion, I think you can understand certain people for what they may have done to you and why they may have done it to you, because maybe it was done unto them and they're just repeating the same cycle. And you don't have to take that personally. You can, but it's a lot more freeing when you allow yourself the space to just be and not hold on to things that aren't your problem to deal with to begin with, honestly. And you can take this with any situation, to be honest, but I think that allows the space for everyone to be able to unite, even if we have different opinions, even if we don't agree, okay? Whatever it comes to, whether that's like with an argument or with it's your political view or it's just hate never really solves anything. It just creates bitterness. And so regardless of any situation, I think honestly, you'll come to a position to realize that if I continue to hold on to this, it's going to continue to come back in my life. And when you allow yourself to remove that trauma, 555 as I'm saying this, it gives you the freedom that you've been asking for to step away from it. Okay? I love you guys so much. And I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful full moon.